Hello everyone and welcome to a new animation diary. The date is the 15th of September 2012 and I am animating a scene from episode 8. It's actually the first scene and this scene takes place on Edrosia and is between the new Emperor Xenol and his small group of Daleks he's got on Zolo and 4 veteran commandos that he took with him to Skaro, who survived, and between the new commander of the Third Army, which is Xenol's former command, General Zemel. You've got HMX here and a bunch of other Daleks, and I've actually made a little bit of progress on this scene. As you can see here, I've got up to shot 10, no, shot 9 is what I'm calling the final. You can't see it because the final is on another monitor. But basically what I'm doing is I'm going through all the scenes and giving the Daleks movement, background animation, twitching, stuff like that. It's very tedious work, but it's necessary. With a big scene like this, what I normally do is go through the entire scene and block it for pacing. I've probably explained this before, but oh well. And then I go back and add all the necessary movement. And I've just realised that in scene that noise was Zemal's voice. And the second shot on the flight deck. If you're wondering why, in this video you can see the background and in this one you can't, is because the amount of Daleks and everything and all the background lags the render really too much. So I've taken the background away to speed up the rendering. Once it's ready to final render, I'll add the Daleks back in because they're basically in the same place. The only thing that isn't visible is the background. So as you can see, there's a lot of Daleks here, and they have all got to move. So this is the shot as it looks now, or is it booked when I rendered it? A very kind of slight camera move. I might, because that's going from one panel to another, I might actually just keep that camera move going for the entire shot. So make it travel twice as far to keep the speed. In fact, I will do that now. What I'd like to know is, everyone that watches these, are they interesting to watch? Is there anything particular you'd like me to talk about while I'm doing this? Because I know my conversation is somewhat limited. So it stops at 500. Instead, make it 825. What I'm thinking about, and I'm trying to put together doing, is a podcast featuring me and some other people involved in the Second Empire group who are also part of the series. Would you guys listen to that? Would you want to hear us talk about, well, Doctor Who, general movies, TV, that sort of thing? Wouldn't be constrained to one particular topic. That sound obvious. Oh, what was that? Will that cause problems? Maybe. I'll have to wait till I've got the full ceiling to fix that. I'll note that down. Okay, so camera's looking pretty good. Where are you? It's just going to be a case of making each Dalek move a little bit. Most of them I'll just add a vibrate tag to, which I'll show you in a minute. Also, I've got to get out of the habit of making particular movements last a particular length. It makes the Daleks seem too, well, like they're animated. Right, so this is what I meant by eye twitching or eye vibrating. The eye is in two sections. It is the pivot, which is obviously up and down, and the swivel, which is ball mounted. And you're wondering, well, why is there two? It's just the way that I've set them up. So you can either have, normally I just have the eye going in all directions, so you add a vibrate tag, you enable rotation, and now if I was to leave it like this is what would happen. See, his eye's going mad, it's like he's reading a newspaper. And you can see it's only going in the H direction, rotation. Now if I take that down to 0.2 and also add 0.3, make that 0.1, if I then play it again, you can't really tell because of the wireframe, but it is ever so slightly moving, so it's like when a Dalek, I've worked it out this way. When a Dalek isn't purposely controlling his eye, it's set to kind of like a float mode. You can either set it to solid or it's like screensaver, and plus it gives the Daleks the illusion of being alive. So to add a random arm movement. I've already tried to record a animation diary on this scene about 3 or 4 times now, but the computer has decided to crash each time, so I'm hoping this is the one you're actually watching. And if you're wondering why the project file is set to 225 and 800, it's because if you start a movement on when the camera starts, it takes a minute to get going. So with it starting out of camera shot, it makes the animation look smoother. What shot is this? 5 and 6. This is called 5. Okay, shots rendered. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Okay, that's looking good. Though I think as looking back, wait for the computer to catch up.